I am very happy to see you again. Today class, let us see the following objectives. The one is mutation theory, another one is modern synthetic theory, another one is evolution by anthropogenic sources, which means natural selection and also artificial selection. Then finally, adaptive radiations. First, we see the mutation theory. Before going to discuss, we must understand the word what is mutation. So, the mutation is nothing but sudden change. A change is occurred in the part of gene or in the part of chromosome, etc. That is called mutations. So, due to the mutation, some variations occur. The variations are leads to the formation of new species. The mutation theory proposed by Hico de Vries, he said that mutations are sudden random changes that occur in an organisms that is not hereditable. The mutated the characters arrived after the mutations are not hereditable. Actually, Hico de Vries conducted his experiments in evening primrose plant. The scientific name was Oenothera lamarckiana. In this plant, he observed so many characteristic changes like the color of the plants, flower of the plant, etc. due to the mutation. According to Tveris, sudden and large variations were responsible for the origin of new species. Whereas Lamarck and Darwin only believed a small variations or gradual accumulations of all variations leads to the formation of new species. So this is called mutation theory. So you should understand what is mutations, who proposed the theory, this theory, name the plant was taken by Hico de Vries for his experiment. Then write the comparisons between Hico de Vries with Lamarck and Darwin. The only difference, large variations are leads to the formation of new species according to de Vries. According to Lamarck and Darwin, only the small and gradual accumulations of the variations leads to the formation of a new species. Right. So what are the salient features of mutation theory? The mutations are discontinuous variations transmitted to the other generations. What is discontinuous variations? Discontinuous variations is nothing but the variations only occur the particular time or stipulated time. It is not occur the continuously. In naturally breeding populations, mutations occur from time to time. So already I denoted in the previous point. So it is occur only in particular time for the particular breeding populations. There are no intermediate forms as they are fully fledged. During the mutations, during the formation of the discontinuous variations, there is no the formation of intermediate forms. they are strictly subjected to the natural selections. The mutations only influenced by the nature or the environments. Okay, so these are the salient features of mutations theory. This is very important for your examination point of view. Study well. So next, let us see the modern synthetic theory. Modern synthetic theory proposed by a group of members. So for example, Sewell Wright, Fisher, Mayer, Huxley, Dobzhansky, Simpsons, and Haeckel, etc. They explained the natural selections after the Darwinian concepts. So modern synthetic theory explained the natural selections of Darwin. According to the objections of the Darwin would not explain natural selections clearly, but these people explain how the natural selections influenced clearly. Say, for example, there are 5 key factors are involved in the natural selection process in the formation of new species in organic evolutions. One is gene mutations, another one is chromosomal mutations, another one is genetic recombinations, another one is natural selection, and reproductive isolations. So let us see those things one by one. So the first, gene mutations. The gene mutation is otherwise known as point mutations because it will change in the part of the gene, especially in the DNA molecules. We know in previous classes, I asked to you, you should remember one important concept that is called the protein dogma, the general dogma for the protein synthesis. The DNA gives rise to mRNA. The mRNA gives rise to the particular protein. The DNA transcripted as mRNA. mRNA has the informations what type of protein going to be synthesized. That information is processed in the form of proteins. The proteins formations leads to the phenotypic expressions. Phenotype means the expression of external characters, right? So the alteration in the gene or the DNA leads to the formation of phenotype, new phenotype. The phenotype produce the many variations. That is called gene mutations, otherwise known as point mutation. Sometimes in one word answer, it may ask as point mutations. Then chromosomal mutations. Chromosomal mutations refers to the changes in the structure of chromosomes. Sometimes some part of the chromosomes deleted, some part of the chromosomes additionally added. Sometimes the chromosome numbers will increase, duplications. Sometimes the chromosomal part inverted or translocated. Instead of A, there will be B is present. Instead of B, there will be C is present. So that is the chromosomal mutations. Then the genetic recombinations. Genetic recombination is nothing but the crossing over takes place during the meiosis stage, especially you know the meiosis. Meiosis is the cell divisions occurred in the gametic cells. Okay, during the gamete formations, meiosis carried out. Meiosis has two stages. One is called meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Meiosis 1, which which has several stages: prophase 1, anaphase 1, metaphase 1, telophase 1, etc. During the stage, prophase stage, which contains prophase 1, which contains so many stages like leptotin, diplotin, pachydin, zygotin, diagynesis, etc. During the zygotic stage, the homologous chromosomes are pairing together for exchanging their genes. That is called recombinations. The modifications of characters that will be heritable variations, right? The genetic recombinations produced heritable variations. Then fourth one is natural selection, also formation of the species, because which is the driving force for evolutions. Nature influences some genetic changes. Then fifth one is reproductive isolations. Reproductive isolations, so normally prevent the interbreeding habability uh, between the species, among the species, right? Which also produced sometimes reproductive formation of the new species. Okay, so there are five key factors in modern synthetic theory good explain the formation of new species. This theory accepted by all members. So this is the chromosomal mutations. So this is deletion, deletion of chromosomes. Sometimes some chromosomes part deleted, some chromosomes part translocated, switch over, some chromosomes duplicated, additionally added. Some chromosomes are inverted. Inverted means, say for example, A, B, C, D. Instead of A, B, C, D, E, F, F, E, D, G, likewise. So that is inversions. These are also leads to the formation of variations. The variations leads to the formation of new characters. So this is call it as genetic recombinations. These are the homologous chromosomes. Homologous chromosomes are called it as non-sister chromatids. Non-sister chromatid. You see the difference in color. One is yellow, another one is red. Both chromosomes are crossing over. Due to the crossing over, the exchange of genetic material is occurred. So the variation is occurred. So this is called genetic recombination. So normally the gene is exchanged from this place to that place. Okay. Yes. So next we see the evolution by anthropogenic sources. So what is anthropogenic? Anthropogenic means by means of the human beings influences, by means of human beings activities, by means of society activities leads to the formation of some species. One best example for this, industrial melanisms, normally observed in Biston butyl area. A peppered moth. A moth is a kind of insects you see in the diagrammatic representations. Some moth white in color, some moth black in color. This is example for the natural selections. So you distinguish these two diagrams. What is the difference between these two? You know? Yes, good. In England, before the industrial formation, industrializations, there will be only white moths alone. The white moth escape from enemies, predators, because which are present in the walls or trees of the city. The walls also white in color so that it escaped from the predators. After the industrializations, due to the elimination, emission of more smokes in the city. The smoke normally spreaded in the walls so that some of the moth converted its color as black. So the white moth suffered with their enemies. So the ratio of the white moth reduced and extincted. Only the black moth alone or the peppered moth alone presents. So the variations is occurred due to the anthropogenic sources. That is the best example for industrial melanisms. You know, melanism is a pigment. Okay. Yes. Good. So next, artificial selections. Artificial selections by means of human exploitations. Sometimes human exploit the forest, ozone, fisheries, etc. They have to apply the pesticides and herbicides, drugs. It leads to extinction of some species. Sometimes some species are tolerated and form in a new species. Here you see the diagram, the variety of dogs are present. Dog is only single species, but the variety is done by the human beings because some hybridizations carried out by the human beings, so that the new varieties are formed. So many variations are formed, and the formation of new varieties. These are called it as artificial selections by means of the human influences. So next, let us see the adaptive radiations. What is adaptive radiations? Adaptive radiations is nothing but so many species diverged from a single ancestral form. So many species are formed from the single ancestors. That is called adaptive radiations. The best example for adaptive radiations is Darwin finches. Normally, Darwin arrived at Galapagos Island in America. He had seen so many finches. Finches means small birds in the islands. He distinguished variety of birds. Their beak also differed due to the mode of food habits. This is one example for the adaptive radiations, and also Australian marsupials, also the best example for the adaptive radiations, right? Due to the isolated geographical area, due to the some of the food habits, the new species are formed, right? Okay. So this is Darwin finches, Galapagos Islands. So due to there are variety of beak due to the different mode of food, right? Some birds are eating the cactus plants, some birds are eating trees, vegetables, some birds are eating blood, etc. So the seed eaters, insect eaters, bud eaters, etc. So they are distinguished the different beak, so which are arised from one previous ancestor. This is one example for the adaptive radiations. This is due to the gene present. That gene is called ALX1 gene. Due to the variations in the gene, which leads to so many phenotypic expressions, phenotypic modifications. So let us see another example. Marsupials and placental mammals. Marsupials in Australia and placental mammals in North America. Also the best example for the adaptive radiation. Marsupial means marsupium is nothing but pouched. Marsupium is nothing but pouched mammals. So the variety of mammals which are formed from the pouched mammals. So this is the another example for the adaptive radiation. So they are geographically adapted so that they had emerged as a new species. So right. Okay, students, we see in next class. Thank you.